Hello, how are you doing today? I'm welcoming you to another episode of A Minute of Your Mind. I am so happy and elated to have an audience as beautiful, wonderful, smart, intelligent, outgoing as you all that are looking at me right now. I want to let you know that we move forward in this session, in this season, in these episodes to give you information that's informative, give you information that's helpful, give you information that's engaging, and that's reality of what's going on. I've been offering those of you that have been looking at me over these last this last year on these two sessions of episodes to just let you know I've tried to give you information, put you in contact with individuals that can help you with whatever situation that you're going on, finances, help, just employment, your abilities that God has given you with writing. And I'm just doing the best that I can to offer people to people that are blessed by God. Today, we're going to take a slight turn. This is a very serious session that we're going to have, but we are joyful knowing that God has given us some relief from some times in our life that has caused us to hit the walls. We have an organization that is headed by two young African American women that have just inspired me in giving their heart, their testimony of what they've been going through and how they've turned this tragedy into a triumph. We're going to get directly to it today. I want you to tag, like, subscribe, and as well, put that notification bell in so that when there are interesting interviews that come up, that you won't miss not of one. You can look at it twice a day. You can look at it in the morning session, and you can look at it in the afternoon, and then you can re-record it. And please, there are individuals that need to hear this. You can go back and look at some of our prior interviews that was done. And please, you can always reach out. If there's an interesting subject that you want to have, you can always reach out to us and let us know. I am here to be a servant of God to you and to be an instrument that's used to help somebody else. I'm going to get directly to it. I'm going to get these two beautiful young ladies on. I have to let it be known. They are the daughters of a deacon that's in training at the church. And so I'm going to bring these ladies to you, and I'm going to get directly to it. Their organization is called I Hate Domestic Violence. And I'm going to have them to give their story to you, and they're going to move forward in what they're doing at this time. Hello, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful, and I'm delighted to be in the presence of you and the guests that are looking at us. I don't want you all to get nervous. I want to let you know as you look at these young ladies, they look like they're about 12 or 13 years old, but they've just been kept. They've been covered, and I'm just thankful for them. They have just enlightened me. We've had some sessions where we've smiled and got some things going on. So I want them to just open up to you today. We have none other than Anarius and Samara. Did I get it right this time?
Yep, Anarius and Samara. Yep.
All right. We got it together. So I just want to have a minute of your mind on some subject matters about what your organization does. If you don't mind giving us a minute of your mind, you can speak individually, or one of you all can speak on this. What prompted you to start this organization and make it so direct with what it is? And I like that. You're just straight to the point. I hate domestic violence. If you don't mind, just give us a minute of your mind for those that are listening about how this all started.
Sure. So on March 2nd of last year, 2020, our mom was killed by her husband. She was murdered, and he then killed himself. And so instead of us just, being in our sorrow, we decided to take our pain and turn it into a passion, into a purpose. And our purpose is I Hate Domestic Violence. And it was created on the behalf of our mother to be able to help others like her and those who have been affected by domestic violence to help save lives.
We'll continue to keep you in prayer with that. How did you go for those that are listening that have dealt with these issues or may know someone that's dealing with it? How is it that you were able to form the organization and get the support things out that you were able to help individuals? Was it a long process? Was there some type of training that was involved, or how were you able to get started?
Well, after our mom passed, we made it our business to not wallow in sorrow, and we wanted to, like my sister said, turn our grief into something other than pain. And so we decided, after her passing, we were chronicling some of the things on Facebook, and people were reaching out to us. We had a number of people reaching out to us saying, you guys should do something with this. And so we were hashtagging different hashtags, and one of the hashtags that I came up with was I Hate Domestic Violence. And my sister over here, she's like, you know what, we can do something with this. Let's turn this into something, and let's make our mom proud. She's always been our biggest cheerleader. Both our parents have been. And so we wanted to continue to make her proud. Even up until the day before she passed, she was always rooting us on. So we wanted to continue that legacy. And we don't want her name to go down in vain. And we also just want to be a voice for those who may have lost their voice in regards to domestic violence.
Yeah, so at first it started off as a t-shirt line, and then it developed. It was a t-shirt advocacy. It's still a t-shirt advocacy line, and we use the proceeds to donate to our community and help others. So we have done like a lot of things like within a year, and that we're really, really proud of.
I want to ask you this question. How is it that the areas that those that are hearing can be a help to you, that you can be a help to others? What is the vehicle that they can come in? How can they contact you? Is there any availability for counselors, or do you guide individuals to counseling in those different areas that may need? Is there something that you can ask of the people that are listening to be in greater support with the mission that you are now on?
Yes, the first thing any listeners can do is follow us on our Facebook pages and our Instagram page. I Hate Domestic Violence. So it's I Hate Domestic Violence on Instagram, and then it's I Hate Domestic Violence on Facebook as well. Also, I do have a GoFundHer account set up. So GoFundHer is a platform for women, created by women, to help other women build their businesses. And so people can go on there and they can donate to different women in their businesses. So ours is I Hate Domestic Violence on GoFundHer too. So if you go to GoFundHer.com and you type in I Hate Domestic Violence, you should be able to find us and donate to us. Also, PayPal, we have a PayPal right now, I Hate Domestic Violence at gmail.com. So you can donate through there. And then we have a email, I Hate Domestic Violence at gmail.com. So everything right now is I Hate Domestic Violence. And currently we are working on our website. And once that website is complete, we will be offering group brief sessions, being able to share our stories and talk to people about how we were able to get through such a tragic moment in our lives. So we're offering that. We're going to offer guest speaking services, and then also we turned our I Hate Domestic Violence brand into a nonprofit too, and we named it something else. So I don't want to broadcast the name yet because it's in the works, but we are working on that, and that is going to be we're going to be able to start getting funding from different people, different organizations and stuff like that, so that we can really take on this cause. Because you know you can only do so much right now, but once we start being able to get that funding, like our biggest goal is to be able to eventually open up a home for battered women and women who are going through some things and need shelter to help them get through. And I want to be able to offer services like resume writing and you know, life coaching and different things like that to help these women and to help them grow.
And it's going to be like an all-encompassing safe house, because like you said, sometimes people don't have a, you know, once they do find a way out, they end up reverting back because they don't have a permanent place or even enough time to feel that they've gotten away before they have to go back to what is familiar. So we want to make our place, a safe haven, some place that is comfortable for people to come to and not feel that they're being judged or not feel embarrassed about what they're going through. And so that's what we wanted to help create and just be able to partner with other individuals. Do you want to talk about what we've done so far?
Yeah, well, we also do Mental Health Mondays. And so it's Mental Health Mondays in which we have different guest speakers on our Facebook Live. Right now, I'm doing it off of my personal page because I have more followers on there. Okay. Our personal page is Aniris Monger. Oh, no, not Aniris Monger. Aniris Lynn. So ANARRISLYNN. So that's my Facebook page. So I do Mental Health Mondays on there, and we do, and different people who have been affected by domestic violence, they come on, they talk about their situation, and then they also talk about their mental health before and after they've been in a situation. So we've been doing that, and yeah, just looking forward to doing more of those things. But so far, we did a ticket drive in which we created baskets. We filled it with a lot of things for women, and then it was a raffle, and then you know, people won a raffle. We were able to give those beautiful baskets away and some other things because so many people had donated to us from the community. Then we were able to do a turkey trot. We teamed up with another organization in a turkey trot around Thanksgiving, in which we did was it 3K, a 3K walk / run, and we raised money and we raised 5K. Okay, 5K.
Hold on. Now, how long is a 3K?
It was a 5K.
Well, that sounds longer. So how long is a 5K? Are we talking about 5 mile walk?
3.1 miles.
3.1 miles. So y'all let me know when it's a half a mile K, and then I'll join in with you all. I want to do something for a moment. I want you to, if you would, I know the show is called A Minute of Your Mind, but I promise you, I'm going to give you as many minutes as you can. You had given us your Facebook for the Monday moments that you had. What's it called again for Monday?
So it's Mental Health Mondays. Mental
Health Mondays. If you would, I want you to repeat that Facebook tag so people will have the information how to join in on your Monday event. So would you repeat that once again?
So it's going to be on my personal Facebook page for now. My personal Facebook page is Aniris, ANARRIS, and then space Lynn. So my middle name is Lynn, LYNN. So you can add me as a Facebook friend. I'm Facebook friendly. That's fine because I have a purpose I'm trying to fulfill and trying to pursue. So you can add me as a Facebook friend. I'll add you on there, and I'll keep you updated on when I have these Mental Health Mondays. I didn't have one this month because I had so many interviews this month. But we start back, and it's going to be July 12th. We're going to start back. We're going to have a young lady on there. She's going to be discussing her trauma and the things that she's been through. And then I do also share it to my I Hate Domestic Violence Facebook page as well, so people who are on there can follow. I don't have a lot of followers on there yet, so that's why I don't use it as much. Once I get more followers, I'll transfer the live to I Hate Domestic Violence to the I Hate Domestic Violence Facebook page. Okay. So. Yeah.
All right. I like that. We got a plan. I'm asking those of you that may be listening, that may know someone. These young ladies are asking for and willing to have partnerships, as we've heard. So those of you that are counselors, those of you that have experienced and have been through domestic violence, they're asking for those that can reach out and help. They're asking for those that have been through to tell their stories, to help someone and encourage them. They're asking for those individuals that can help in the partnership, that let it not be just a temporary state, get away for a day of a night. They're trying to develop some long termness, that those that get away from the danger, that they will have a place that's set up that can sustain them until they're able to sustain themselves, if I heard it correctly. So I'm asking those listeners out there, those individuals that are out there. I know that I have some of the most amazing individuals that look at me when I come on weekly. I know I got some amazing people that have some information and some insights, some strong soldiers. I know that I have some women that are in my life that are out there looking at me right now, that saying, listen, this is a cause that I want to be a part of. I want you to show yourself, not only financially, but in your stories, in what you've been through. I'm going to ask you something that I know it may be a little sensitive, but I want to ask you something in transparency. You have gone through something that it's just so traumatic. I want to ask you if you could, in some way, in your own words, one of you or both of you, just tell someone that may be going through this, that lost a loved one to domestic violence, if you can just give them some words of encouragement about how you made it through. There's something wonderful that I see here, that sisters and siblings binding together in such a time as this and moving forward, connective and in unity. And it's just wonderful to see. It's just awesome to see this, especially in this season, to see true sisterly love that's binding together and moving forward. If you could just tell someone that may be feel as though they're going through this alone, or may have, ostracized others because of what they're going through, if you can just give some words of encouragement, or maybe some testimony of what you've been through, that can be helpful to someone that's going through this right now, if you don't mind.
The first thing I want to say is that you are definitely not alone. Domestic violence has not only touched the immediate victim, but it touches everybody that's attached to that individual. My mom had so much love, and so that's why we couldn't understand why she didn't reach out. And so I feel that it's very important for people who may be experiencing something like this to speak up, to find that voice, because there's someone that's going to listen to you, and there's someone that's going to take your hand and hold your hand and help you get through that phase. It's just a phase. We all go through different things, and we're not here to judge. If I could have attached the word murder to my mom, that never would have crossed our mind. We didn't come from a background that you would think that this would happen to us. So it has no face. It has no economic standing. It has no race, no age. It's indifferent. So you're not alone. And so I encourage you to reach out to anybody. Even if you got to call the National Domestic Violence Line, somebody's out there and somebody wants to help. So you're not alone.
I thank you. I thank you so much for those words. I'm asking for a minute of your mind. I want to do all that I can. I want to go deep as we possibly can. And before we close out, I just want to make sure that we get the best format of getting information and getting through to you and support in what you're doing and your cause as possible that we can and during this time. So if you would, I want you to kind of let us know once again of the platforms in which that we can reach out to you and that type of support that you may need at this time in partnership. So if you can give us your platforms once again, that we can reach out to I Hate Domestic Violence, that we can get those things out to you to support you and follow you as you gain and as you grow. And I know that it's going to, because I know the sincerity, I know the seriousness of what you all are going through. But I just want to commend you on your strength and how you are handling this and how you've heard that voice that has spoken to you and that you're just dealing with this from the soul place. Because so many other individuals that I've seen over time take these moments and it puts them into a dark place. But I can say this openly to the listeners and the guests. As we came on, we were able to share laughs and joy and just express the joy that we know that the Lord has for us beyond this. And as you said, that this is just a transitional time. This is a season that some are going through, but we know that through God and the support of those entities that are out there and people like you, that we can get the support to pass through these phases and that we can look back and tell our testimonies of what we made it through. So if you would, please just give us your information one more time so that we can give you the greatest support as possible. Each and every platform that you have, if you can give it to us.
Okay, so the Instagram page, that is I Hate Domestic Violence, and I post things on there. Feel free to DM us because we do respond to the DMs, the messages that you send on Instagram. So we have that. Then we have Facebook. We have I Hate Domestic Violence on Facebook as well. Feel free to send us messages there. We will respond. Then our personal pages. Mine is Anaris Lynn. You can add me on there, and I post different things on there about our domestic violence brand. And then do you want people on your personal page?
That's fine. My personal page is Samara Arianis, and I can spell that for you. SAMARRA. There's a space. ARYANIS. And again, if you inbox me, I will respond back to you as well.
Then we also have we have a donation button on GoFundHer.com, www.gofundher.com. Again, it is a platform for women, created by women, to help women business owners with financial stability while they're building their businesses. So on there, it's I Hate Domestic Violence, or you can look me up by city. I think she does it by city and state. You can look me up, Detroit, Michigan. And also, you can type in my name, Anaris, ANARRIS, and then my last name is Monger, MONGR. And if you want to donate, we have a PayPal, I Hate Domestic Violence at gmail.com. That's our PayPal as well.
And we also have an email, I Hate Domestic Violence at gmail.com.
Yeah, so you can email us if you have any inquiries, like if you want us to guest speak or anything like that at any event. Feel free to inbox us, email us with that too, because we are open to being able to speak, because we want to be able to share our mom's story as many times as we can. Like I want to share it to, I can't share it anymore. So
yeah, we want to help other people, and just to reiterate, our mom had only been married for 9.5 months. They didn't make it to a full year before he flipped on her. So we just want people to understand that, if you see some type of signs, please tell somebody, please.
Well, I thank you so much. I thank you so very much just for your time. I thank you for just being transparent and just allowing for this pain, as you said, and turn it into purpose. I commend you, young ladies, for all that you're doing. And I want people to know that they are of age. They may look 12 and 13. But these are some lovely young ladies that I'm just happy and elated that they are still filled with joy, supporting one another. And it is just wonderful and awesome. Now, I'm going to ask you, you gave out everything. You might as well tell them what restaurant you eat at, too, so they can meet you there.
I did forget one thing, too. This is important. Our shirt. So you can.
Yes. Okay.
Purchase a shirt. I Hate Domestic Violence. Like I said, my website is still being worked on, but once the website is up, you can purchase through the website. But right now, you can purchase through us personally. Like you can DM us on Instagram, Facebook, and just Cash App. I'll send you the Cash App, which is Anaris LM. And you can purchase the shirt. You can get it personalized, so you can get the logo any color you want. You can get the shirt any color you want. We are selling the short sleeve shirts for $35, and then of course the long sleeve shirts are a little bit more. And then from like a small to a large, small to an extra large is $35, and then anything after an extra large, the price increases. But We are selling these shirts, I Hate Domestic Violence, and we are using the proceeds to donate back into the community. And I'm aiming to do a backpack giveaway or like a back to school drive come August, September. That's my goal for our next event.
Last year, we were able to adopt a family around Christmas time, and we were able to gift their entire family. How many kids were there?
It was like 3 or 4 kids.
About 3 or 4 kids. We were able to gift them clothes, toys, bedding, and then we also did a toy drive. And so we were able to do that as well. So just some of the proceeds that we have gotten from people donating from the community, we've been able to give back to the community with that.
I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for this Minute of Your Mind session that you have done. I want to ask you, as you move into the future with the giveaway and backpacks, that whatever we can do, whatever I can do personally to partner with you all, that you have our support. The Leader Missionary Baptist Church, the KNOLTON family, and I'm pretty sure others that are listening to this. And we will be in contact with. Once again, thank you for just sharing your love. I thank you so much for sharing your love. I thank you so much just for sharing your passion. Thank you so much for you showing people that you have turned this pain into purpose. That alone can be encouraging for so many individuals. Thank you so much. What I want y'all to do is rub y'all daddy's head. Just rub y'all daddy's head with y'all see rub for me, shine him up a little bit, and tell him put on some of them old slick shoes that he be wearing on Sunday mornings. That's how back in the day. So we thank God. We thank God for you. If you hold on a minute, I just want to talk to some folk on the other side. If you hold on a minute, I'll be right back to you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, those listeners that are out there, those that are watching us. I want to say this to you. I'm challenging you. The about 80% of the interviews that I've done over these last two, last two series have been women. There have been professional women, women that have businesses, women that have dealing with mental and social issues, women that have shown that they are business, women and entrepreneurs, those that have experienced and shown their success, women. I'm asking you, especially those that I've interviewed, I'm asking you, and you that know those that I've interviewed, just in case they're not watching, I'm challenging you to get in contact with them. And I'm challenging you women that are here now that are listening to me to reach out. This is a very serious matter. These young women are showing us strength. It's something that brings tears to my eyes because of the fact of what they had to experience. I could not imagine. But I have a joy in seeing them come together. We say this all the time, that when we lose a loved one, you know, that we need to come closer together. And they are an example of godly love and being there. And then even more powerful than that is they're showing that it's not about a selfish movement. They're giving back and they're grabbing others, pulling them and supporting families and making movements and getting busy. So I'm asking you and I'm challenging you, let's support this cause. Let's move even closer together as we're seeing that through the African American community, that there needs to be more covering one for another. There needs to be more movements and unity that we can gain and grow and excel in ways that it's inexcusable now for us not to become what we wish to become. All we have to do is put ourselves in line and get mentors in place, and get people to support you and go for it. Lock yourself in and be dedicated. So I'm asking you, all of you that have been able to do such wonderful things, and I do the best that I can to support everyone, but I can't do it all by myself. So I'm asking you to join me and join these young ladies and so many others that we've seen that have done a plethora of different movements in life. Let us come together and move in this season. God bless you all once again. This is Pastor FJK, that's Frank Jeray Knowlton Sr. I'm here with you one more time, and I'm thanking you for listening to this session of A Minute of Your Mind. As we continue to move on, and as we grow, and as we move, and as we get other individuals on that are telling their testimonies of how God has kept them and taken them to places that they never seen, and that they've taken their pain and put it in purpose, and that they've taken their tragedy and been triumphant through it, I'm going to tell you all, we got to continue to love, y'all. We got to continue to love. We got to always think about it and work on it and have peace through whatever situation that go on. And Lord knows, don't stop praying. God bless you. I love you. And I can't wait for another exciting session of A Minute of Your Mind. I'll see you next time. Take care.